my friends, welcome back. On this fine day, we are going to be talking about gratitude. Now, I'm sure all of you are familiar with the quote from the great Master Oogway. Ahem. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it is called the present. Now, this incredibly poetic and enlightening quote is the reason we are here today, because we are going to talk about gratitude and what it means to treat today as the present, as a present. So, right off the bat, what even is gratitude, right? So, I could tell you a really sciencey term for it, but I don't know that term. So we're gonna go with gratitude is a lifestyle, okay? One that most of us probably aren't living, me included. See, it's like this. Personally, I believe that the human tendency is to look at the negatives in life almost all the time. Right? I mean, for me, for example, it's so much easier to think about every time my brother has cheated at Mario Kart, or every time he's ripped off my blanket at the ungodly hour of 8 o'clock in the morning for no good reason. None. Yeah, instead of thinking about every time he's stayed at my school for an extra 30 minutes so I could finish talking to my friends about something totally irrelevant, pre-corona of course, or how every time I didn't want to eat something, he just ate it for me because he felt like being nice to me. See, those are the things you don't remember because it's hard. It is. And don't get me wrong, I love my brother, okay? But it's really, really hard to not think about how annoying he can be sometimes. And I thought about this, and it seems like our brains just don't seem to be built to look at the bright side. We just can't seem to help being ungrateful. And so while I was doing research on gratitude, right, what gratitude really means, I came across this video by Robert Emmons. It's on YouTube. Gratitude something. I'm sure you'd find it if you looked. And he essentially said this, right? Gratitude has 3 main effects: to heal, to energize, and to change lives. And he talked about all this really intellectual stuff about gratitude that was too high IQ for me to comprehend. So here's what I took away from it, right? That there's 2 types of gratitude. There's that powerful short-term gratitude where it's the little things, the little things that really make you feel better. And then there's the lifestyle part that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, the one where you're just looking through a lens of gratitude. Right, so he talks about these 2 types of gratitude, and essentially it's this, right? Everything is a potential gift. Oogway was onto something, right? Now that being said, it is really, really hard to just keep these gratitude glasses on all the time. Ooh, I should put that on a t-shirt. Gratitude glasses. That's not cool enough to be on a t-shirt. Anyway, it's just hard, especially when things are not going right. Why would I look to the bright side? How do I look to the bright side? Here is my suggestion. In order to practice gratitude in a way that forces you to look to the metaphorical light, try a gratitude calendar. It's really it's surprisingly impactful because essentially every day you'd write one thing that you're grateful for, right? It could be anything. And like, this is crazy effective because there's gonna be days where you're just gonna have so many things you can choose from. Like, oh, you know, like, this happened to me today, this happened to me, and that also happened to me. Which one do I put on my calendar? Right? And those are the type of days that get you feeling really good. Like, wow, okay, like, I got a lot going on, but it's like good stuff. You know, like, I got a lot of good things going for me right now. And then there's gonna be those days, 100%. There's gonna be those days where you can try, and it will physically hurt to try and come up with something that's like calendar worthy. And so what do you do then? Right? You come up with anything. Literally anything. Like, I got to spend 5 minutes today eating cake. I don't know, anything that makes you feel good, right? Just to cheer you up, right? Like, okay, I got 2 more hours of sleep today than I normally would. Or my brother made me laugh like crazy today. Or my friend just told me we were gonna go see a movie. Don't go see a movie. There's corona right now, but you know, under normal circumstances, that would be something nice. And so essentially the moral of this story is that in order to think with gratitude, you have to train your mind to think with gratitude. Now, I'm not saying you think with gratitude all the time because that's just humanly not possible, and I would not do that. But it's important because on the days when you just really, really need something, right? You need like that one thing to just get you through the day, this will do it. Like finding this one thing for your calendar, like showing like even the least bit of gratitude for some trivial thing that just makes you feel a little better inside is super, super important. So I highly, highly recommend that you guys try this, try out the calendar. Let me know how it goes. I'd like to know if it like worked for you. And just to wrap this up all nicely, I just want to say thank you. Like, the last video got 24 views, which was about 23 more than I was expecting. That last view was going to be me. But I just want to say thank you. Like, 24 views, of course it's not a lot. Like, I'm no like Lily Singh or David Dobrik, but they gave me the motivation to come back here and put out another one. So to the 24 people who saw it, I'm sorry if I was not funny. But thank you for clicking anyway. It was important to me. And thank you to all the people who backed me up with this and really pushed me to come here and make a fool of myself in front of the camera. Because part of me enjoys it. The full part. All of me enjoys the YouTube, but the full part. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Those 24 views, those are going on my calendar. Yeah. That's it for today, and I will see you next time with a new quote. Bye now.